Hey everyone, today I'm going to show you guys this unit that I received from Amazon. This is the hcdiva hair. This unit is already pre-plugged. It comes with its own baby hairs and it's 24 inches long. So today I'm going to show you guys basically how I watercolor my hair. So keep on watching. So what I'm about to do right now, I basically just flip the lace over, and you want to spray the inside of the lace with Got To Be Free Spray. Basically, I'm doing this because I do not want the knots to be dyed orange. I just want the knots to still be blonde just because it looks more natural that way. Next up, what I'm about to do now is basically I'm just blow drying this on a cool setting just to make sure that the spray is holding up right, it's nice and dry. So I did about, I would say about 2 to 3 layers of the freeze blast spray. So now once it's done, I basically boiled my water, and I'm gonna go in with the Adore number 39 in the shade Orange Blaze. Now this is a semi-permanent hair color, so I'm just gonna eyeball it and just basically I'm just testing everything out. I'm also going to add the shade Ginger just because I want it to be vibrant, but I don't want it to be too orange. So I'm just mixing that in. So next, I'm just going to take my tongs, or you could take a spoon, whatever you like, and just mix everything together. So whenever I'm doing the watercolor method, I just always use boiling water. That's my preference, just because I feel like it just makes everything work so much better. So now that I'm done mixing, what I'm going to do now is you could take a paper towel or some toilet paper or something, and I'm just going to dip it inside the water just as a color test. So as you can see, the orange is still a little bit dull. It's not as vibrant as I want it to be. So I'm just going to go back in and add a little more Orange Blaze. So once I added that in, I'm just going to mix it in a little bit more. So just keep on mixing. So basically it's a long process of adding more color and just keep trying until you get the color that you actually want. So I'm just gonna do another color test, and I'm just gonna place the tissue back in there. So it's getting where I want it to get. It's getting there. As you can see, it's much more vibrant now that I added more dye. So I think what I'm about to do now is I'm just going to add a little more ginger just to balance everything out. So I added a little bit of ginger, and now back to mixing everything up. So make sure everything is nice and mixed. The water actually helps dissolve it quicker since it's hot already. And I'm just gonna do another color test. And now I feel like I achieved the perfect color that I wanted to reach. So I'm just gonna mix everything a little bit more. So now that it's the right color, I'm gonna get ready to dip the hair. So I'm gonna start off with just a few strands in the bottom just to see how well it takes the color. So it's taking the color extremely well. So I'm just gonna start dipping the bottom just because I want the bottom to be a little bit darker than the roots. So I'm just gonna start dipping the bottom, just keep dipping it, playing with it with the tongs, and then I'm just taking it up. As you can see, this hair is taking color extremely well and extremely fast. So I want to make sure that everything is nicely dipped into the water. Make sure the dye is evenly distributed throughout the hair as well. So now I'm just basically playing with it, making sure that the hair takes all the dye, making sure everything is nice and blended right. So I'm gonna take it out. And as you can see, it's still blonde patches all over. So I'm just gonna put it back in there, let it sit for a little bit, and just continue to just open the hair and separate it just to make sure everything is, basically to my liking. So I'm just gonna switch the angle so you guys can see how it looks from my angle. Basically, as you can see, the hair is extremely orange, which is actually what I was hoping it for. So now that the hair is ready, I'm just going to remove it. I actually deep conditioned the hair after this just to rinse off all the dye. I use the Ion Color Sealing Conditioner. So I'm just basically about to detangle the hair right now, making sure everything is nice and smooth. As you can see, it's detangling extremely easy. Now keep in mind that when you are basically detangling a wet unit, you are going to experience at least a little bit of shedding. So I'm just going to show you guys how much this hair shed. So as you can see, the shedding is very, very minimal. So now I'm just going to give it one last final rinse, making sure all the conditioner is off of the hair, as well as removing any residual dye that may be left on the hair. So once this is done, I'm basically just wringing out the hair, and I'm just gonna continue and place it on my wig head. So right now I'm using the Style Factor Wig Out Leave-In Detangling Spray. This is in the Sweet Peach scent, and it smells amazing. So this kind of doubles up as a detangler and a leave-in conditioner. So I'm just gonna spray this throughout the hair just so I can detangle. And I also did, I believe I used the Shea Moisture leave-in conditioner as well, but I didn't film that part. Now I'm just using my blow dryer just to dry everything. So what you can do also is sometimes after I wash my wigs, I just let them air dry overnight, and then the next day I style them. But for today's video purpose, I'm just gonna blow dry it. So as you can see, I put the detangler pick attachment on my blow dryer just to straighten everything all at once. So straightens extremely well, minimal tangling, minimum shedding. And as you can see, the color taken extremely well. So what I'm about to do now is I'm not really going to film the whole thing, but I'm just going to show you guys that I flat ironed the hair afterwards and show you guys what it looks after being flat ironed. So I'm just taking piece by piece and just flat ironing it. So the highest heat I tried this hair out on was about 455 degrees, so it does take heat extremely well. Now this wig is already pre-plucked. I'm just going to go in and pluck the part a little bit more just because I'm doing the middle part. So basically here I'm just trying to style the baby hairs before I apply the lace. So I'm not really going to film me putting on the wig, but here's the end result. Alright guys, so make sure you like, comment, subscribe, ring that bell to turn on post notifications. And if you have any ideas or suggestions, just comment down below, and I'll see you guys for my next video.